Welcome to this week's Eternal Monday, where Torterra from Brilliant Stars takes on Cramorant from Vivid Voltage. This is going to be kind of an interesting battle. I think Brilliant Stars Torterra actually has a decent shot in this format. Cramorant, well, it'll probably choke, but we're going to try it anyway. Cramorant is a basic Pokemon with 110 HP, water type, so you can use Dive Ball on it. It has the attack Continuous Gulp Missile, which does 60 times damage. You discard any number of Arrokuda on your bench, and you're going to do 60 damage for each of those you discard. So theoretically, you could discard 4 of these guys, do 240 damage. You also have Mew from Fate's Collide, so you can copy that if you have a Cramorant on your bench. So if you need to hit something for Psychic Weakness, say Rapid Strike or Shifu VMAX, you can take it out of the picture. To boost your damage, you do have access to Muscle Band, and as I mentioned earlier, to find quite a few Pokemon in your deck, including Cramorant and Arrokuda, you have Dive Ball, which just finds a water Pokemon and puts it in your hand, which is pretty good. You're going to be going through Pokemon like crazy, especially since your attack is going to have you discard your Arrokuda. So the way to get those back is going to be through Nessa. Nessa is a supporter card from the Vivid Voltage set that says put up to 4 in any combination of water Pokemon and water energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. We're not running water energy in this deck, but we are running a bunch of water Pokemon, including those Arrokuda that we need back so bad. Speaking of running water Pokemon, we have many ways to search them out, including Irida, which also lets us find things like Buddy Buddy Poffin, so that we can always have these Arrokudas out and ready to attack. And finally, this is kind of a try-it-out card. We're playing a single copy of Mysterious Shard. Mysterious Shard is from Crystal Guardians and has the effect prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to the Pokemon that Mysterious Shard is attached to by your opponent's Pokemon EX. So this will probably not be relevant in this particular matchup, but we're going to try it out anyway. And discard this card at the end of your opponent's next turn, so it's going to discard itself kind of like a Techno Machine would. Mm-hmm. It is a tool card, though. So that is the basics of Mr. Cramorant himself.
All right, and over here we got Torterra from Brilliant Stars. Mr. Dorito. Torterra here has the Evo Press attack for Grass and a Colorless, and it does 50 damage times the amount of evolution Pokemon you have in play. So in Eternal, there are a lot of ways to evolve things with attacks and abilities, and we're going to be trying to abuse that to deal as much damage with this big boy as we can. Of course, we're running the Sun-Drenched Shell Grottle with it, because he has the ability, once per turn, you can search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Additionally, to try and get our Pokemon to evolve, we have Leafeon GX. And Leafeon GX has the really fun GX attack of Grand Bloom. And it says, for each of your benched basic Pokemon, you get to search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, and then shuffle your deck. So basically, if we're going second, we can use a Grass Energy to evolve this Energy Evolution Eevee straight into Leafeon GX from our deck, and then get as many basic Pokemon as we can to our bench, and then use Grand Bloom to evolve all of them all at once into Grottles, or even into Garbodor. Because Garbotoxin is a very good ability in Eternal, as it says, whenever this Pokemon has a tool attached, no other abilities are in play except for Garbotoxin. So basically, we get to shut off abilities like Memories of Dawn. We are also running, as a neat little tech, Torterra level X, which actually has less HP than this Torterra, so
downgrade your HP
a little bit. But we get a really powerful Poke Power in Forced Murmurs, which says once during our turn, if we have more prize cards left on our opponent, we get to choose one of our opponent's bench Pokemon and switch it with the defending Pokemon. So basically, it's a boss if we're behind on prize cards, which is incredibly powerful if we can pull it off at the right time. And of course, to attack with Torterra, we are running Double Rainbow Energy, which provides 2 Rainbow Energy to an evolved Pokemon that is not an X, and then we do 10 less damage. And our spec of choice is Computer Search.
Yeah, so as if you weren't already familiar, this is the first draft series. These are untested deck lists. These are our first attempts at both of these decks. They're likely to be rough around the edges. As we play, we're going to kind of be exploring things that we might be thinking about the deck, potential strategies we're using. We're going to just try to explore the deck idea itself more than some sort of polished list. At this point, we're just trying to explore the idea behind the deck and see if we can make it work in the Eternal format. But we're going to get shuffled up, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna go with tails. I did not win a coin flip because of course
I will go second.
Alrighty, so I get to go first. My basic deck. I wanna.
Wow.
Somebody drew the nuts.
This is exactly what I could have asked for. Holy crap.
I'm scared now.
Oh my god, this is the best hand of all time. Oh my god. Jesus.
So prior to resuming the recording, we were talking about potentially running different EVs in this deck, but
I lose the fast rate though.
I mean, yeah. Draw for turn. Ooh. Okay.
This hand is so crazy. Well, we're gonna get a good showing of my deck at least.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Highball 4 Maracuda at turn 1. That's something.
You didn't prize any.
No, I didn't. Great.
Continuous scope missile. I can't get over that name, but it's actually so funny.
Then I think all I can do is pass.
Okay.
So that's kind of the
Draw.
I could have had a worse start. So that's something. All right, now I'm super scared.
Buddy pop.
That's a full bench right
and
there.
collector.
That's a full bench. I'm about to get ability locked.
So with the buddy, we're gonna do that, and then with the collector, we're gonna do.
So there are two other energy evolution EV, which is what we are talking about earlier, off camera. So this one has 2 retreat, which kind of sucks. There's one from Furious Fist that also has the energy evolution ability, but it has a 1 retreat. But the exchange is it has 10 less HP. But there's also a 40 HP EV from I don't remember which set, but it has energy evolution Poke power, which wouldn't be shut off by something like Garbotoxin. So like, there's the trade-off. I'm so screwed.
Do you see why this hand was so
Because
good?
you're gonna get Garbotoxin, you're gonna get Cosmic Power, and triple
Groudle.
Triple Groudle. Like that's nuts.
Grand Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy hand. Crazy hamburger.
Okay. Damn. And draw turn.
Oh, my turn 1's insane.
Okay, I need something. I have options, but I'm not sure what the right pick is. I'm going to I don't even know what to do. I think it's like no matter what, I have a horrible pick.
I mean, you can knock up the Leafeon.
Yeah, but I have to be able to get this out of the active.
Oh, I see.
And while I run both a foot. No, I run a Footstone and a. Did I run Footstone?
No, you run U-turn board.
I run just the U-turn board. I thought it was the one with split, but no, it's just the U-turn board. So basically, my only option is to use Kuzma, but that puts Leafeon out of the active spot.
True.
Which means that I could risk a Lapras and just hope I draw into. But I have Guzman now, so what I could do. I think I Guzman. Quick follow away the Guzman. This is reckless.
You going with the Lapras play? I mean, I do think it is probably better for you to get ahead on the price trade early.
Yeah, because I'm gonna struggle otherwise, especially because you're mostly single prizers, which is what I'm concerned about. Question is, what supporter in this deck right now is my best shot at getting anything?
Because you're
Can't
not running
use
Goose Hollow,
teammates.
right?
I'm not using Guzmahala. And Irida can't get me what I need. She can't get any tools.
Mm-hmm.
Baba doesn't do squat. Irida can get me what I need, actually. If it's in deck. Yeah, it's in deck. Do I have the cards to get it, though? I do. Swap that in, I'm going to do it. Okay. So then we're going to play down Lapras. We're going to use support navigation for Irida.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to thank myself for changing my spec. Secret Box was never the pick. Although Secret Box would have gotten me what I needed to, but not with the hand I have right now.
Yeah, you have 2 cards, right?
Yeah. I think I can just
Grab another Cram.
I actually think I grab the Manaphy and just ditch it.
Fair.
Because I don't need it in deck. And I can use it to discard off of computer search. So take.
And the U-turn board is in deck, right?
Yes, I've
Okay.
confirmed that already, or I wouldn't have done this. The question is, which one do I discard from hand? I think discard this.
Diagonal.
Yeah, and then I go and grab U-turn board off computer search.
So if you discard that with the U-turn board, does it go back to hand after you use?
Yeah, because if it's discarded from play, it would be discarded from play with Arcuda. So it's going to bounce back to my hand.
So if it's the Pokemon's knocked out, it would also go back to hand?
Hand.
Okay, so basically it's like near indestructible.
Yeah. Well, not quite, because if it gets hit with Fob, it goes to the Lost Zone.
Yeah, that's why I said
And
near.
then if something like Jamming Tower or
True.
Bystander Labs are in play, it'll go to discard.
That's true.
So
Jamming Tower.
Yep. Right, so we're going to attach U-turn board to Arcuda, discarding all these cards here. And then we're going to retreat the Arcuda out of the active spots. And I need to discard all 4 of them. That is not concerning at all. But we are going to continue as Gulp Missile for 240, knocking out Leafeon and V-Star.
V-Star.
V-Star, V-Star, yes, V-Star, no, GX. And the U-turn board will return to hand. Take 2 prize cards.
All right. I will draw for turn.
I think this deck needs double Lapras.
I'll evolve. Support navigation. For Raihan. Play Raihan. Touch it here. Switch my deck for a card. We'll grab that. Professor's Letter.
Okay. So for the record, we know Earthen Vessel is typically a better card, but Professor's Letter in this instance is being used because our pilot here feels that the deck really just can't afford to discard things, and so it's going to be optimal here to just go ahead and let it happen with the letter instead.
That's part of why I'm not running like Goose Hollow in mine, because I just need to keep everything, or most everything, especially early game. Later game, you can probably afford to discard some stuff, but not right now. And I cannot use Sundurant Shell while under Garbotoxin. Match for turn.
Gotta give so much HP.
Cosmic Pack.
Versus 10 less HP than the GX.
Interesting.
Okay.
Pokecom. Shuffle the Garbodor back in. For Torterra.
Okay.
Not me having all 3 Torterra out on turn 2.
What? Why would you do that?
Well, retreats.
At this point, I think the deck just falls apart, honestly.
Evo Press for 250.
Yep. Versus Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I know that you also run 4 floatstones, so I can't like try to Guzma stall you because I know that won't work. Like I know it will fail. It's so bad.
4 Floatstone. Yeah, for the record, I run the 4 Floatstone in this deck, not just for Garbotoxin, but because everything in this deck has such a fat retreat cost.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to. Plus, it's just funny. Because your opponent's like, I can Guzma stall. Oh, that didn't work. I can Guzma stall. That didn't work.
You really can't is the problem. And I don't know what to do here, frankly. Because I don't have a good pick for how to deal with the stupid Torterra.
Because you still need 4 to KO me, huh?
I need 4 to KO you,
That's
and I don't have.
crazy.
This is what I was saying earlier. That I think I need double Lapras because I could have gotten another Lapras and then just played that for the Nessa. But without Nessa,
Well,
I don't have.
With 2 Lapras taking up bench spots, you can't have all 4.
Skyfield. I play Skyfield.
You do, but like if you don't have it out like you do, like right now,
Yeah.
What do you do?
Still, it gives me another shot at least.
Yeah.
Did I even pull up?
You didn't pull out a Pokemon.
I didn't pull out the Pokemon. Whoops. Do I not have one on deck to pull? Is that what I do? No, I don't. Okay. That's why. Like for sure.
So you prized a Cram?
I prized the Cram. Didn't prize any of the Aracudas, but I prized the Cram.
And you discarded the Manaphy.
Yes.
Interesting. So those are the only 2 Pokemon you can have in the variant.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rescue carrier.
Yep.
And I'm gonna get 2 Aracuda.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna cry about it, I think.
I almost wonder if you should have waited, because if I knock out the Lapras, then you could rescue carry that and get another supporter.
Maybe. I do run more than one,
That's true.
but still, it's a possibility. Because, I mean, I don't think you're doing great either way, but it probably have been better. That's fine. Let's have it. I'm gonna pass to you.
Draw.
That probably would have been better.
Um,
Because then I could have just gotten this the next turn.
let's.
This is when Ray's Tech comes to play. This Starling Megaphone.
True.
Ray loves that card.
He sure does.
He hates Necrozma so much. That's why he plays it. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Double Rainbow. And then Cosmic Power. I'm gonna put these 2 to the bottom. Draw 4. 4. I have not played a supporter. Arvin.
Yep.
I wonder what tool I'll grab.
I would imagine it's very floaty.
Oh, there's no shot.
Doom prize or what?
No, the card I want to grab I can't get. Because Luxury Ball can't grab level X's.
Nope, sure can. He. Do you have any way to grab it? Other than just calm?
I
Calm can
computer
get it.
research.
Are your comms prized or something or what?
I don't have a Pokemon in hand.
Oh, that's unusual.
Yes, I know. That's why I was looking at my hand and going,
Okay.
Well, I will grab Floatstone in computer search.
Enough.
I will play computer search. It's currying.
So the removal of the card with the level X goes to hand, right? Is that how
That's
it
what
works?
we for Devo. Is that what you're talking about?
Not for Devo. The effect of the Pokemon power for the Poke Power rather for Torterra level X. If you're behind on prize cards, you push.
It's a boss, basically.
It's a boss. That's right. Okay.
It's a boss if I'm behind on price cards. Which, what do you know? I am.
Yeah, that's going to be super great.
I will. Level X. Is that how it's played?
Yeah, side by side. Because it doesn't.
So how do you do the energy like
However,
this?
yeah.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna do Forest Murmurs and pull up the Cram.
Yes, I could have totally just waited for you to knock out the Lapras. Mister, I'm going to use the level X to actually good effect. And what sucks too is you can still use Evo Press.
Yeah. Oh, if I put the DTE here, I could have used Vigorous Dash, which actually doesn't knock you out. Yeah, I guess that's it. Evo Press for 250. Right, because he counts as an evolved Pokemon since he's the same stage.
I think so. Either way, it would be a knockout though.
I'm just asking
Yeah,
because it
I'm
might
pretty
matter.
sure.
That's
In this
some other
game, I don't know
matchup.
what's going to.
No, yeah.
Hmm. This, I think my deck has just floundered. Pass.
You don't want to retreat and say, I guess it's going to go back to hand.
Can I bounce?
Draw. Double rainbow. I didn't take a price card. Cosmic for 2. Evo Press.
This is just falling apart.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. Pass.
Alright. Draw.
This deck is too combo heavy.
Urgus.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to have 4 of a Pokemon out at any given time when you're constantly discarding them is a little difficult.
Yeah.
Evo Press. I prized 2 Buddy Boffins.
You still got that turn 1.
I did.
I don't know what to do here. I really don't have any shot.
Hey, you only take 3 Aracuda to kill me right now.
While that is true, because you lost 30 HP when you leveled up, I don't think that's going to matter. Because I can level ball and then I can get like what Zelfa's in deck. Just so they have another Pokemon in play.
Grab the Cram off the prizes. That helps a little, I suppose.
Yeah, I think Zelfa's fine. Time Walk.
That bad, huh? Oh, 2 dive balls, huh?
2 dive balls in the Cram. That's not the best. I mean, it could be worse, I guess, but that's a lot of search to be in it. Grab you and put something else in here.
Kukui. Yeah, he's pretty useless.
Let's put these back, however, I guess, but. Not going to matter because I'm gonna flounder. Pass.
Draw. Here, I'll help you out a little bit.
Because why not?
Such a grass.
Mm-hmm.
And then Evo Press. For... Ah. So what? You just couldn't find any of your recovery for the?
No, I couldn't do anything with regard to recovery. So I was talking about how I really needed a second copy of my teammates would help a lot too. I needed to find some way to get them back out. I really needed Nessa.
Yeah.
And I had Nessa. She is hiding.
Jeez.
She is really. Where the heck is she? She's not in the prices. There she is. Jeez. So going in top deck mode for that. I wonder. I don't know, because Nessa doing a Nessa every turn is fine. The problem I have is I'm just not drawing enough cards at all. I'm just not drawing enough cards. So like a 2/2 Claydol line might be better than something else in here.
With Skyfield, I think you could afford it.
I could, but I need to go back up to 3. I think if I'm going to do that. The list is already really tight because I'm running so many recovery cards. Well, the 2, was it 4 rescue carrier, right?
Well, we could
4
definitely
carrier, 2 stretcher.
we could definitely cut the shard.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean the shard's okay, but it's pretty
okay.
situational.
Yeah.
I think I would rather have a card like even a second Nessa would be. I would definitely like a second Lapis. It would be way good, although the chance of starting it is
Very high.
less than ideal.
I mean, you got 3 Cram and 4 Arcuda also.
There's also the carriers, so if it gets knocked out, there's that too. And then that could always be discarded up when the Skyfield gets pushed out of play. So maybe that's not worth putting a second one in. But I think Claydol probably would be.
It would be nice.
Good in here. Your deck definitely did what it was supposed to, though.
That starting hand was kind of insane.
That starting hand was ridiculous. That's like protagonist level hacking right there.
I saw the grass, the float stone, the buddy, and the collector. I went, all right,
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, that was insane. But yeah, that is our first look at just a pair of decks here, where we're trying them out and seeing how they work. And I think for the record, Cramorant is a really fun deck to play on the kitchen table, but probably not one to play competitively in any way, shape, or form. I don't think this deck is good enough. That 240 limit for its damage output with continuous scope missile is probably just too much on top of the high ask of having to try to get 4 Aracuda in play every turn. I think it's probably just not ideal.
Yeah.
But Torterra, on the other hand, is a terror. Especially with that level X ready to boss you every turn. It makes for a really good deck, I think. And being a single prizer with 190 HP is nothing to scoff at. I think that's really quite something. You always use Giant Cape if you really feel like being a menace, or Luxurious Cape if you feel like bumping the price card number up.
Go
to 290.
290.
Yeah.
You're a single. I guess you go to a 2 price. Run Heroes Cape instead of Computer Search.
I don't know. I think Computer Search just did you pretty well in there.
No, yeah,
Computer Search actually did really, really well in this too. I think my first turn attacking was very greedy, but I still think it was probably the right thing to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't let anyone tell you that Computer Search is a bad card.
It's not. It's still very good. Yeah, like I know everybody's like, oh, Prime Catcher, unfair stamp, but like Computer Search is still very good. So let's look at the deck list. Let's look at what we started with today, and we'll do that here in just a second. So up first, we're going to look at our Cramorant deck list. As I said, I kind of want a second Lapras, but it might be better just to run a Claydol line to draw some more cards so that you can dig and find the cards you actually need later on in the game. One of the biggest problems I had was just not having access to enough of the deck. You might consider something like Brooklet Hill, although Brooklet Hill doesn't really find quite everything. It might still help. The Mysterious Shard, I think, can go. I don't think it was worthwhile. I mean, obviously in this matchup, it's kind of, but I don't think it would have done much anyway. I would have never found a dang thing. Dieball did well. Poffin did well. I was able to set up that first turn, and I was glad it set up, but it needs to be able to keep doing that, and it couldn't with the current build. I don't know that I like Squawkabilly in here either. I think it was probably too much.
Have a lot that you want to hold on to.
Yeah, I think Squawk is just not good enough, especially because you can only use it turn one. So I think Squawk and Crystal become at least a 1/1 Claydol line,
Yeah.
and then it can
Probably.
play around with other stuff to maybe make it a 2/2. But I mean, it it did a knockout. It got 2 prize cards. It did something. Yeah, it did something. It just wasn't enough. Our other deck list, the one that really popped off, was the single price Torterra from Brilliant Stars with its buddy Torterra level X. You see here the deck list. So you were saying the only thing you were really thinking about changing is those EVs, right?
Yeah, maybe the Artisan into a Skyfield, but I haven't made up my mind.
So maybe Artisan into a second Skyfield. But I think the list did pretty dang well. So none to scoff at. Again, maybe a 1/1 split on the older EVs, the older Energy Evolution EVs.
Yeah, Raihan's MVP.
Raihan's good. All of it's really good. It seems like it worked very well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is Torterra. That has been first draft for the Eternal format. These were both first draft lists for Cramorant and for Torterra from Brilliant Stars. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you are in the San Antonio area, on May 11th, you can join us for our next Eternal format tournament. As of the day this goes live, that'll be on the Saturday after this video goes live. So May 11th at Dragon's Lair at Alamo Ranch here in San Antonio, Texas. We'll be doing our Eternal format tournament at noon, with registration starting at 11 a.m. And then if you stick around, you'll be able to join in our pre-release event at Dragon's Lair for Twilight Masquerade. So definitely worth looking at. Anyway, that is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.